gel prints. Let me show you these. I got a bunch of lace doilies. This was a set of like 24, and there's 2 of each design, and they will just make really, I guess it doesn't help if I, but so you can see some of the designs there. They're all different. And what I did was, any of them that were like where the design was doubled, I split them up. So I have one set of each of the designs for gel plate, right, for making gel prints. And then I saved the second of each set for ephemera for my junk journals. So, you know, maybe you, how do I not have a journal handy? I've got to have a journal handy. How is this even possible? No, not drawer. Other drawer. Well, this is not a junk journal. Well, I won't be able to see it on there. Where? I'm actually not finished with this one. It is a nursery rhyme book. It's one of the cardboard books. And I just sanded all the pages and gessoed them. And then I repaired the cover. The cover was pretty bad. Oh, I don't know if I'm in frame at all. Anyway, the cover was pretty bad, so I repaired it, re-glued it, and then repaired the cover. I hate the inside of it. I use washi tape here, and it's not sticking. It's ticking me off. So that's why I kind of quit working on this journal, because I had to let everything dry before I could tamper with it some more. And trust me, there will be more tampering. But anyway, what I was going to say is, you know, you could do something like this. You could make a pocket. You could put stuff in. There's just so many things you can do. You know, it could be a whole cover for a journal. Sorry, I think I'm still out of frame. Giant X right on the thing, and I'm just like, no, I want it over here by me. I guess I could get closer. But yeah, so I've got a bunch of these for making designs that I don't care if they get paint all over them. And then I've got another whole set that I can use as actual fabric pieces. All right, so we got the glue and the sand. Oh, one of my favorite purchases. This is the Daler Rowney fluorescent red. It is very fluorescent red. I am obsessed with fluorescent red. I guess that obsession started about a year ago. The fluorescent colors, and I know they're not, you know, they're fugitive, so they're not going to be light fast. But the work I do typically does not require light fastness. You know, my paintings, they're acrylic. They're, you know, yes, I use these type of things on my painted papers for collage papers, but they're put down with, you know, good gel mediums, and then they get a spray of UV protectant spray over them. So I'm not worried about anything fading or anything like that. I have quite a few inks that I've been using for my painted papers. This one, I need to buy more of this. This was on clearance, I believe, or maybe I got it last year on Prime or something, or I just saw the color and I liked it, or I needed some red. Maybe I Googled red or searched red ink. I don't know, but it's traditional shellac-based ink with a transparent satin finish. It is amazing. I used it on that painting I showed you on some of the papers, and they were my favorite papers. And then the other colors I used for the sort of red family papers was this Liquitex Vivid Red Orange and the Fluorescent Pink by Liquitex. And let me tell you, these two blend like so good. And then you add some of this in too for those darker shades. Oh my gosh. So I just wanted to get some fluorescent red ink as well. Sorry, I'm shaking it and you're watching me shake my ink. Anyway, moving right along. So yeah, the Daily Rani fluorescent red ink was purchased. Oh, I got 2 of these, which I probably didn't need, but I'm obsessed, so I bought them anyway. Again, Amazon Prime. These are the, sure they are. Come on, lady. Use your words. They're the Fude, I think they're Kuretake. Are they Kuretake? I think I have the wrapper. I do have the wrapper. Does the wrapper tape? Yeah. Kuretake. I don't know if the light's glaring on that or not, but it's the Kuretake Fude Pen Compact Gold and Silver brush nibs, so you get all the cool stuff. They are water-based pigments, but I really like these for adding marks to things, and they just make me happy. I got this pack of paper. It's handmade paper, I guess. Vintage material paper, they call it. But it's to add ephemera and pockets and decorate tags and just all those kind of things for my junk journals. And one of the biggest complaints in the reviews was, oh, it's so much smaller than I thought. It literally tells you how big they are. And not only that, but it actually is the perfect size for junk journals. So it came in a little 5-pack, and you know, for scale, that's my hand. So it's about as big as my hand, and it comes with these small ones that are a little less than 2.5 by a little less. Well, it's about 3.25 and about 2.25. So a little smaller than ATC's, but I still also think you could take an actual piece of like watercolor paper or Bristol or just something with a little extra thickness and glue this onto the front. You know, do the 2.5 by 3.5, right? And then glue this on the front, and then it creates almost a little frame for it. And yeah, but I think for pockets, little tiny pockets, I haven't opened any of them up, but you can see they're all different. This one was hiding. I'm kind of obsessed with this one. I'm obsessed with all of them, to be honest. They don't have that much textured paper. I think that was one of the other complaints. I guess people thought it was all textured paper. I knew it wasn't all textured, but also if you have, oh, I hope that glare is not being crazy. Here, let me take this out. If you have any sort of embossing folders, you could just lightly spritz a piece of this with water. So that's the thing. Take the little guys out here. So yeah, see, oh, that's actually more than these are all textured. Oh, I actually thought, based on those comments that I saw, you can kind of see from the back, maybe, I hope, how textured they are. But yeah, These are all textured. I kind of assumed when I got them that only the front piece was going to be textured, and that looks like maybe with the bigger ones that's the way it works. Yeah, so the front one is textured, the front large one, and then these smaller ones are not. But they're still going to be good for pockets or, like I said, decorating tags. Any of those sorts of things. So yeah, so we've got some stuff for making ephemera for junk journals, because that's very important. Ooh, I got sorry, trying to get this back in the bag. And okay, so yeah, it comes with like six of the little packs. I feel like it was 7 something. I don't know. Anyway, Mocard vintage material paper, 28 pieces. They each say, upside down, and they each say 28 pieces, so that doesn't feel like 28 pieces. So maybe it's 28 pieces altogether. Anyway, I digress. This video is going to be like 8,000 hours long. Alright, I also got a thing of these stickers, which I have a love-hate relationship with stickers. I'm kind of obsessed with washi stickers, and I'm usually not a fan of the what they're called, PET. So it's the shiny plastic background, but they are transparent. I don't hate them, but sometimes I see a design that I'm like, alright, I want that design even if I have to deal with the shiny background of the sticker. So I got those. No specific plan for these. Just probably junk journals and things like that. And then I got these, which honestly are the bane of my existence, so I don't know why I would get them, other than the birds are just so pretty. They're so pretty. Let's take them out and look at all the birdies. So they're rub-on transfers. I'm pretty sure, oh, it's still shiny. I'm pretty sure that in my brain when I bought them, I thought they were stickers. Pretty sure. Because I kind of hate rub-ons, but it's gonna be fine. I think Pam's Paper Outpost, if I'm not wrong, sometimes she just cuts the sticker out and glues it down. Because she can't be bothered with the, if it's too stuck, the backing's too stuck, or it's just being a pain, she'll just cut the whole thing out and just glue it down. Love Pam at the Paper Outpost. If you are not familiar with her channel, you should be. She's hilarious, and she has an adorable dog. So anyway, yeah. Those, look at these birds, though. And even the flowers. Birds and flowers. I'm a sucker. I am a sucker for birds and flowers. Look how pretty. Ooh. And the birdhouse. Another little birdhouse. Aww. These just seemed like they would be so nice on the front of a journal, or as the focal point on an art journal page. I do personal journaling, and I do love to add stickers and colorful pens to my journal pages, just for my own happiness. Okay, all right. So now this probably so far seems like, well, those aren't all that different from each other, and you'd be right. And let's do the last two things that I got that are related to journaling or creating collage papers. So I got a roll of exam table paper. This stuff, when done correctly, will go completely transparent when you glue it down. It's amazing. Jackie Bernardi, if you haven't watched her videos yet, introduced me to exam table paper. I immediately bought a whole case of it, but one thing that you'll soon understand is that I moved from Arizona to Colorado for work, and 75% of everything I own is currently in a pod, waiting for me to buy a house that I may not buy because the market is stupid, so who knows. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do about all that. But anyway, my box of exam table paper is in the pod. Now, when I tell you this pod is packed from the front to the back, I mean it was Tetrised so strategically. Not to mention, it's still in Arizona. So it's not like I can just go run down to the pod and grab my paper. So they had a good deal on one roll. This will, I'm sure, last me until I get my pod. And then I got this artist tea bag paper, which is usually really expensive and comes in sheets. So yeah, very excited to get those. Ooh, another side benefit of ordering all the things on Amazon Prime is glorious packing paper. I have so much of it. So much of it. And some of it I flatten out. Some of it I just roll up. Like, if it's super crinkly, I'll just go ahead and roll it up because it's already crinkly. So yeah, got lots of that. Alright, now on to the things that are a little more random and not related to anything I've talked about yet. I got this. So I actually originally got it because we use magnets at my work. When we have announcements, things like that. You know, we have a magnetic whiteboard and we'll just post them up there. We do laminate them first because, you know, we have standards and, you know, we just, as an organization, we don't like messy looking papers. Well, now as an organization, apparently we don't like magnets. So my plan was to put our little team logo, my department, and my site-specific team on the back of these cabochons, and then stick the magnet, and then have personalized, cool magnets for the team. I got them, and 2 days later was told by our HR department that we are no longer using magnets. We're going to use like the magnetic frame, and then you just kind of open it and you can just pull back the front and slip your paper in, and then each month you can just change it out. So now instead I will be making magnets. I don't know what kind. Some of my art, I'll probably do some little mini itty bitty paintings, or I'll take some paintings I already did and, you know, crop and shrink on my computer, because of course I have, you know, pardon me, 72 different circle punches that punch out circles. So, and I did check, and I do have a circle punch that will cut out the appropriate size circle. So, you know, I'll do my art, maybe some Hello Kitty, maybe some art from some of the shows we like. I mean, I'm not going to sell them, so there's no copyright issues. I can print out anything I want and stick it on my refrigerator. So I don't know, maybe I'll make a few different sets and change out the sets. Ooh, maybe I'll make some holiday sets. See, this is squirrel. Okay, this went from being a quick project for work to all of a sudden now being like 82 projects for every season. Anyway, okay. So the other random thing, this. I'm trying to think why I got this. What my brain did. I know what I want to make with it, but now that I have it, but oh, I know. Okay. So I don't know if you're all familiar with Dutch Bros, but I love Dutch Bros, and Dutch Bros is always giving stuff away. So the other day, if you're one of the first people, you get they had the little I don't know, what are they called? It has a name. Charm. A little charm. It's a little frog with a little skateboard. It's adorable, and I love it. And I went to hang it on my work backpack, but the string that came with it is literally just a string. And I thought, well, that's not going to last very long. So I thought, what could I do? And then I thought, I know what I could do. I could make like the little braided cord and make a cool little braided cord that I could hang my charm from. I'm sure a normal human being would have just bought a braided cord. But that is not the way my brain works. So I had to buy the doodad, and it's got 4. And for some reason, I thought the four tools, if you will, were going to be different, like different sizes or configurations or so. I have never done this before, by the way. Never done this. Never braided a cord, a bracelet. No friendship bracelets, no nothing. Never done it. But, ooh, I need to do it now because I got one charm to put on one bag. So let me buy a whole plethora of supplies. Anyway, Scattered Crafter. That's me. So I got this, right? And it came with these generic colors. Yeah, they're fine, whatever. I started making one, and like there's no tension. Like the gaps don't really hold the thread, so it's, I don't know. I gotta watch a YouTube video. I mean, I watched one to figure out how to get it started, but I immediately hated it and stopped doing it. However, I didn't want to use those colors on my backpack anyway. My backpack is pink and clear because we need clear backpacks for work. So, it's that color pink. So I looked at the cord, right? And this is thicker cord. So I think this is going to work better in this tool. I haven't tried it yet. But I'm thinking maybe do like the purple and the pink. And then I'll have colors for other stuff. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. This is just how my brain works. I squirreled and bought a whole new craft type. Also, in the pod in Arizona is, let's stand up and check this camera and see if it's scooched. Oh, no, looking pretty good. And this video is so long already. I will be editing it, I hope, maybe. So anyway, my sewing machine is a great sewing machine. It's Basic Brothers sewing machine. I love it. I use it for paper crafting. I sew paper. Occasionally fabric, but even if I occasionally sew fabric, it's usually for some sort of journal-related situation or crafting situation. I do not sew clothes. Or I had one disaster in like 8th grade. Yeah, no, not a seamstress. So anywho, so my sewing machine is also in the pod. Let me tell you, I did not think we would be in this rental even a year. I assumed I was going to sell my house in Arizona and go find a house here and buy a house here and live happily ever after with room for all my craft supplies and all my things. None of that happened. I am now getting ready to sign a second year-long lease for this townhouse and still have not sold my house in Arizona. And when you say, why? What's the problem? Well, don't know. I've lowered the price. It's a nice house. I mean, it's a very nice house. The price isn't astronomical. It's literally in the best school system in Arizona. I just think if anybody's looking for a house in Arizona, please let me know, because I'll give you a really good deal on a house. I just need to quit paying the mortgage on that house that I don't live in anymore. Anyway, so all that to say that my poor sewing machine is still waiting in my pod. So I did in fact buy a second sewing machine on Amazon Prime. It was $85. It's another Brother, because I know how to use Brother. I don't know. Again, not a seamstress, so I just need a sewing machine that I can figure out how to use. I maybe need 2 stitches. I need I don't even know what, running stitch and then some sort of zigzaggy thing when I want to get fancy. So as long as it does 2 stitches, I'm good. So yeah, it's the Brother FB, what is it? FB1757X. Looks like a handy dandy sewing machine. And yeah, so I got that, and then of course I got the sewing machine, and then I realized I did not buy thread, so it fell on the floor and I can't reach it because my cart's in the way. But basically like 2 of the bigger spools of thread, and then a giant box of bobbins. Why do I need all these bobbins? I do not know. I don't think I do. But then I thought, when I was looking, first of all, it was super cheap. Said it works with Brother sewing machines. It came with a whole bunch of white and a whole bunch of black. Honestly, the black is probably what I'll use the most of. But I don't know. I think I could end up having fun experimenting with some of these other colors. I'm the scattered crafter. What do I know? One of these days I'll be like, ooh, thread, and I'll go make a project. So yeah, so I got all the thread. Oh, and then I definitely wanted to highlight this somewhat rumpled looking thin cardboard box, right? I bought some metallic inks to go with all my other ink when I'm making these collage papers, the inky background papers. And I just want to say to CSY Art Gallery, I purchased a lot of their products over the years. CSY. Oh, the metallic watercolors. I love their metallic watercolors. They're so good. They're golds, all the different shades of gold, champagne gold, yellow gold, all the gold. I don't even like gold when it comes to like jewelry or whatever. I'm not a gold person, but something about my art, the art of paper crafting, journal making, gotta have gold, man. All the glitter. Need glitter. I just need shiny. So anyway, they had this set on for Prime Day, which was really Prime Week, and it was a set of 6 metallic acrylic inks, which was perfect. Snagged it immediately. But can I just say, I don't know if anybody else is going to be as shocked as I was when I opened this box. I mean, some people just pack stuff any old kind of way, and you're always like, as a matter of fact, when I got this, and I'll prove I'm not just making up stories. This is what happened when I took that bottle of ink out of the little plastic protective cushion it was in. It was slightly open and it leaked, and yeah, I think I guess it. I think that's a little bit of it. Anyway, but yeah, ink everywhere. Can you all just be as excited as I am about this packaging? Look at this. Look at it. I was flabbergasted. I think the only other art supply that I ever received that was this carefully packaged was, I bought a set of or my partner bought me a set for my birthday, I think one year, of the Caran d'Ache Museum Aquarelle watercolor pencils that are so delightfully dreamy, by the way, but I won't get off on a tangent about those. But they also had a level of packaging and protection that I had never seen before. These are individual. Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Individual cubes of thick foam. And inside that is the plastic box, and inside that is the bottle of acrylic ink. Look at that. Oh, these colors are dreamy too. Fayetta orange. Look at that. That is a beautiful, like, coppery, orangey, just goodness. But yeah, I had pulled one out. I think I pulled this one out. And when I realized just how well packaged it was, I thought, you know what? I'm going to leave it all in the packaging until I do this video, because this is crazy. So, there you go. I mean, could I have lived without all the plastic packaging? I mean, I could have. I mean, I would have been just. I mean, this is no good for the environment either. But here, let me pull these out so you can see the glorious colors. This one is. Does it have it on the? No, they're all just generic plastic containers. This one is. Oh my God, lava red. Look at that. I'm sorry I'm moving it around so much. I'm just not sure where the glare is for you all. Maybe I'll know when I edit this video. I'll be able to figure out how this works. Because right now, there is a ring light surrounding my phone right above here. So, I'm not even sure exactly how that works as far as... There is some sort of a doodad holding my phone that I think might be able to be adjusted so I could adjust the light one way and the phone another way, maybe. Maybe. But reading glasses on, I can't. Oh, there it is. Pardon me. Cannot read this. Teeny tiny. Okay. Solstice Rose. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, such a pretty pink. Okay. I'm trying not to get too in the weeds here because this thing's already going on like an hour long. Hopefully I'll be able to cut it down some. I may have to do... I think I said this at the beginning. I may end up doing a voiceover. So we'll just Strelitzia. Oh, okay, this is Strelitzia. I've never heard that word before, so I don't know I don't know if it's a flower or what it is, but I was thinking it was real similar to this one, but I mean, it's definitely deeper, darker. I'm not mad about it. I've come to really like orange in my art mixed with threads and things, so I'm super okay with multiple orangish, however you want to say that, colors. Glittering purple red. Oh, that one's, oh, not really similar at all to that one. I mean, they're both in the red family, but yeah, this is much pinker and that's much redder. Redder. Alright, last one. Move the box. And brown russet. See? Alright, so we got this guy and this guy and this one. So they're not, again, I don't know where the light's hitting as far as glare goes, but they're definitely in the same family. But again, I'm not mad at it because, I mean, I just need, I will use all this ink is what I'm trying to tell you. And then we got the 3 in the more red family, reddy pinky, purpley pinky family. And again, I'm okay with similar colors because I've used them all. And if I use up one of the oranges, then I won't be super sad because I'll have another orange that will